Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Designs. I'm back again today to show you a little bit of that work planner that I was mentioning in a previous video. It is the, I don't know what size they call this, of the Happy Planner. Kind of a big size is what I would call it. But I love it. It's the rose gold with kind of a pink trim. And then I also used kind of some gold discs on the side, and I am back in my little makeshift videoing area, so please forgive any mess that it may be kind of hard to see, but I apologize. Hopefully this week I will have some time in between work to get my craft studio back in order from the wedding. So I am, like I said, I'm not in my regular space, so I just pulled out one of my instead of using a credit card to cut it, I'm going to try to use this little Kate Spade ruler from my personal size planner. But I was just trying to hurry and put things together this morning before I start running my errands. So I really like this planner. This will be used in my my home office. This will be a planner that will be for mainly scheduling, and it will be kept open at all times. And anyway, so it'll also have our appointments in it. So I just last night grabbed all my supplies that I had kind of built up and saved, and then I had a few things I picked up from the Hobby Lobby clearance yesterday. These cute little clips, alligator clips. There we go. I think they're alligator. Anyways, but there's two that are just kind of decorative, one noted and one to do. So I'm sure we'll have stacks of paper, and I also have some stacking trays that I picked up on clearance at Staples, and I will try to get together a Staples haul video as well. And then I also got some filing type things at Sam's, and I'll kind of do those together. But this is one of the little sticky notes that Mombi sells, Me and My Big Planner, which is the creator of the Happy Planner. So I grabbed one of those because their sticky notes are phenomenal. There is nothing like their sticky notes as far as I'm concerned. Outside of Post-it, they're great. So I put a pocket here and, make it work and all these kind of good things that are set on it. These I thought were just dividers, but voila, they are actual calendars. I am super happy with daily calendars as well. So I will be going through and decorating some of these, again, very gently, not a lot. And this particular planning book I will not decorate yet because of the simple fact that though I have here the first set of washies, I'm ready to start decorating for this particular one because this will be an office calendar, and I'm just not there yet needing it. Now, I also shared that I had picked up some of these at Michael's, in my Michael's haul, and these are a better shot of the kind of the daily, top 3 priorities for the day. You put the date down, and then you've got the get it done list, and then the hourly appointment list, and what I'm grateful for. And then on the back, it is, well, let me see here, I'm sorry, let me try to adjust the camera. On the back, it is just a blank, brain dump kind of graph paper, which I really like using the graph paper, so, for things. But anyway, so I wanted to share that, and then I also put in here plain graph paper for note-taking, and then also additional just plain paper. In the very back, I have a few more of those envelopes. So I really like these. Sorry, let me scooch that over a little bit. And I will have those designated for different things. With that monthly kit also came all the stickers and the monthly stickers, and I'm really, again, amazed. It has the actual month of the year, and then it also has the numbers. So I am always pleasantly surprised with what Me and My Big Planner, Mombi, the Happy Planner people put together. It always makes my day. And then finally, here's just a really simple, I think this is Mombi, I've had it for a while, but if not, I'm sure you could find it on Amazon or something like it. It's just a sticky kind of faux leather pen holder, and I will share more about these pens when I do my Staples haul. It just will live right there, and that way I always have a pen, and I'll always put a, let me grab one of these real quick, a pencil in there as well. Scheduling is always done initially with pencil and sticky notes, especially for new months, and then once they become permanent, then they go in with ink. So that is my office desk, working calendar book. And again, I think it's really pretty. I think it turned out very nice. And I will begin decorating this in June once we start taking patients. So anyway, so I'm going to put that to the side. And this is the one I'll actually decorate. I shared this before. This is my me and my Big Ideas planning book that I carry around. And so I have the sticky notes from Happy Planner, lots of blank paper, short and regular size from Happy Planner. I also love the goals that you can work on each month. Goal 1, Goal 2, Goal 3, birthdays, events, things like that, things to remember, and then just the list, more additional list making spots. So this poor little planner right now kind of has my business in it and our personal conversion of our little building on our property. So anyways, I do want to go, here I have not planned, excuse me, I didn't mean to bump it. I haven't really planned much in this planner this month because actually this month just really snuck up on me, and with all the things we have going on, I think it's been great that we've gotten so much done. It's also been very busy. So anyways, I'm going to pull this monthly out and then plan those, and then I'm also going to put out the weekly. So you're going to get a 2-for-1 deal here. Kind of a weekly and a monthly, and yeah, I'll take care of that. So let me pull these babies out. Oops, I'm kind of being a little aggressive there. And I will set this to the side. Okay. For those of you who don't know, our son married a little over a month ago. And we have had wedding things everywhere. And so, and then we left to go out of town for 2 weeks and came back to my parents being rather severely ill. My dad was in the hospital and had to be taken in an ambulance. So, long story short, it's been kind of a catch-up time. So, right now I'm just going to do a little planning out here in my parlor and a little makeshift table, and just kind of get caught back up with you guys. So, I am going to look at, this is the month of April. April's almost over, but we'll just go ahead and have fun and plan this because we still have a week left. And I'll go back in and fill some of the major milestones in here for that I have in my personal planner for my business. So, anyways, I left this this tape, this washi, pardon me, and I think it's really, really beautiful. It is the Recollections brand from Michael's, and I came upon it this last week. It came in one of the tubes, and I just liked what it had to say. We've just had so much going on, a lot of personal, my own personal difficulties with some things that have been happening within our family, and I think I mentioned before my really good friend, that did not work well. Okay, I will get out my scissors. A dear friend of mine, for the last, I don't know how many years, is moving out of state, and this week was a tough week. We had to say goodbye, and anyways, it's hard when it's your best friend, and and I understand why she and her family are moving, but it's just difficult. And so these are really good I really, really like what these have to say. This washi, and it says things like, stay humble, always be kind, stay humble, always be kind. And in this business that we will be opening, some people would have a hard time with it. I've been duly warned, but having been been in the world of special ed and geriatrics for a while, I do know that it can be difficult, and I can't believe I actually got that within the square. Anyways, it's not perfect, but that's okay. I'm okay with this right now. But I'm really, really excited about this. I really have a passion for this type of work. I loved teaching special ed. It was such a blessing in my life, and I love the work I've done in the world of, I'm going to turn this really quickly so I can kind of do a better job. I hope I'm not totally messing you guys up. But I have loved helping and serving and being in the world of geriatric patients as well. Yeah, I mean, I am that woman that takes the puppy that, almost died. I did do that. I take the one that, needs lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of help. And I think I was just made for that. I remember being 5 years old and helping a little boy at school who couldn't see well, and I had glasses very, very young, and I gave him my glasses and he could see better. And on the playground one day, I remember thinking, this is great, he can see now, this is so simple, why didn't we figure this out? And I'm sure it was so much more than that. But as a little girl, I remember always wanting to help and serve, and I've been blessed to do that in various ministries. And now that my kids are grown and they've had my complete attention for, I don't know how many years, 28, 29 years, and my husband has had me for almost 32 years, full attention. I have appreciated that time, and I have loved serving in that way, but it is time for me to get back to some of the things that I was called to very young. So, anyways, so I basically just put a little washi here at the top and a little washi across the front. Again, this will be my business planner, so the one I carry in the field. And I won't ever over decorate this, just for the simple fact that I would like it to look very, very, very professional. And, yeah. And some people would say that's, you don't have to worry about that. And I'm sure I don't. But, I know that in the beginning of any endeavor, you have to be sure to cross all your T's and dot all your I's perfectly. So, and especially us in the work we'll be doing, there is a lot going on with state licensing, which I'm very happy with. I'm very happy that there is standards to uphold and to live up to and to implement in this arena. It makes me feel a lot better that is there. I genuinely believe that if you are to give 100%, you should give 150%. So it's just old habits die hard, and I think that's why these kinds of things really need to be a mission in life or a ministry, because it's the only way you'll probably do it so that it'll benefit all. So anyways, that's all I'm going to do. I am just putting a little bit of washi on the monthly, and that's that. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to this next week. I will come back in and fill in my dailies. I have some appointments this week. I have some meetings, and I will come back in and I will just write this in. I am not in any way going to use a lot of stickers, just a little bit of washi to kind of shush it up. So, all right, so that's my April monthly. And then let's get on to the weekly, and then this video will be done. And I'm also going to be doing a video today very quickly before I have to leave on a new faith journal. It's one that Mommy put out. I was making one and, kind of rigging other ones, which you could totally do. And the faith journal doesn't begin until like July, so I'm rigging a few months that I will be converting over. That were in this particular planner paper stack that I'm putting, I'll be changing the months and the days and all that kind of stuff on it, just so I can utilize the paper and not waste it. So, anyways, but I'll be sharing that in a video as well, that I'll be working on later today. So, these are horizontal, and I totally had forgotten that. So, that's okay, because that's great for scheduling. Let's see, what do I want to do? Well, I'm going to run some washi across the top. I think that is really pretty. And instead of doing pink, I think I'm going to go back to this turquoise with the encouraging words. Yeah. So, let's see how this is going to fit. I'm going to keep my April there. And I don't like that. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm rethinking this just a wee bit. Let me just go with the floral across the top, and then I'll come back in and deal with my dailies, my month and my dailies. Or maybe I'll just do it across here. Yeah, I'll just do it across the days. So anyways, I hope everybody's having a good day, and everything is going well for everyone. Like I said, there's been a lot of change in my life and in my family's life. And so I am, trying to move forward, and there are wonderful things, and there have been very difficult things, and just recognizing that there are seasons in our lives that, God uses and teaches us, and, goodness knows I definitely have room to be taught a lot, and I'm recognizing lately, that I do have a lot to learn. So, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, is that the saying? Though, I'm sure that God has a much more eternal plan for it. He and I have definitely wrestled through some of this lately. And I think it's okay to go to God when you're struggling and frustrated and you don't really kind of know what's going on, and I haven't understood some of the things that have been happening, but I'm still alive. My family's still alive, and I just need to trust God. But alright, so now I think what I am going to do is I'm going to run this across this gray space, and I think that'll be pretty. Again, there's always things to be learned, and I don't know if you're a Christian, but I am, obviously, from what I'm saying, and, I think that we always grow. We always grow in these moments of change, and albeit if there's struggle, and I'm not going to lie, there has been struggle lately, and very, very, very difficult emergencies and whatnot in our family, and I've had to learn to be strong and stand firm in some things that were not easy to stand firm on, and I guess it's getting me ready. God's getting me ready for this business again. I know when I taught special ed, there was a lot of uphills, upstream swimming, so to speak. And just like any family, when you have emergencies, you may or you may not all see things in the same light. And so I am, learning to do my best. Whether other people understand that or not, this is just the time I have to learn to do my best. So I'm going to come across here on the bottom with some of this pink. I think. Well, I wish I had my trimmer, because I would definitely trim that down, but I think we're good. But I do need to get all this sticky out. Let's see if I can save that tape. Yay! I think we saved it, though I think it's cut. crooked, so I'm going to reposition this a little bit and then trim some off after all that work to get it, within the thing. So, anyways, but I don't mean to be kind of a Debbie Downer here today. I just, we all have realities in our lives, and I think that there's just a lot to be learned through those moments. If we don't learn the lesson, then we're doomed to repeat it. History shows us that, and I like that. I heard a pastor say one day, well, it's his story, and that meaning that it's the Lord's story. He makes the plans for us, and He knows what's best for us. And sometimes the hard part is just submitting to that. I'm not going to lie. We all would love it to be the fairy tale and lovely and perfect, and sometimes it just isn't, and that's okay. I know that in caring for my parents, this is not what I had envisioned, and nor would I ever have. And dealing with Alzheimer's and, just aging and the health of the aging is very hard. And that's probably why I have been, ever since my grandmother, who I adored. And in case you don't know, my channel and my businesses have been named after her, Josephine. And she was huge in my life. She was that person that you could walk in a room and look really bad, and she would tell you how beautiful you were. Makes me want to cry now. So, she was just a lovely person. And she had her faults. She was not perfect, but she made a huge impression on me. And as she aged, I learned to go with her and be with her and to love her. And I'm always thankful for my time with her. I was there, literally. These are stickers from Michael's Recollections. And evidently there was a sale, and my sweet checkout girl gave me her coupon. So thank you. I don't remember her name. I'm so sorry. I should have. I usually make note of that, and I did not. But she is the sweet gal in Round Rock, Texas, who at that Michael's was so gracious to me. But anyways, I'm not even sure what I was talking about. But I was there. I was able to be there with my sweet grandmother when she was dying, when she was sick, and I got to be the one who stayed in the hospital with her day and night. And I look back at that and think, it was 5 days, no sleep, no eating. I occasionally got an iced tea brought to me. People didn't, I guess, think I needed to eat, but I can always lose a few pounds. But I got to be with her, and I do not regret that time at all. I'm so thankful that I got to be there. So I am putting down coffee please here on Monday, because Monday is my Bible study morning, and it will probably always stay my Bible study morning, and I will trade out with when I start my business with, hopefully it will stay my Bible study morning. Mondays are going to be pretty busy, but I will have an office, an employee who will work in the office for me for that short period of time while I'm at Bible study, as well as I will have my work phone with me. So if there's going to be any problem, God willing, they'll be able to call me. So, but for right now, especially in the startup phase, I will definitely be at my Bible study. That will be a very important time in my week. So I really like these. I didn't know they were also repetitive, but that's okay. I think that I have a meeting Tuesday, and ooh, I like that one because it had like a photo insert. Ooh, I kind of like that one. I think that is exactly what I'm going to do here, because actually I will have a very, very important meeting that morning. After a 7:45 doctor's appointment. Can you believe a doctor books at 7:45? Anyways, I have lots of feet problems. I'm sure a lot of that has to do with my arthritis, and so I will have, I'm going to adjust this a little bit. I will have my doctor's appointment that morning, and then I have a very important meeting for, God willing, a little bit of financial backing as I begin this business. I started off doing this for somebody else initially to support them, and then I recognize that I'm just being called to it. So I think, you know, I think that this is the route I want to do, obtain financing. If not, then I will come up with it myself, and that will be that. I am going to put down here, choose happy, because no matter what happens, I will give thanks in all things, and I will make sure to put that scripture reference, because either it will be a good afternoon or it will be a scrambling afternoon of trying to figure out how to work out the financing on this. So I will put that scripture reference there. And then, let me see here. I love that these have little, they come with little boxes. That is just great. And they fit very nicely in my Happy Planner, though I'm sure they were created for the Recollections Planner. But Wednesday evening, I will maybe going to a movie that night, and we'll need a little unwinding. In the words of my daughter yesterday, you need to just get away and go take a break. And yesterday was a really good lesson for me in learning some of the lessons I needed to learn, even though it wasn't fun. So I think I'm going to schedule in some things that will be. Now, this day is a day that I will be working from home, and I'm hoping to do some videoing for YouTube, and I will also be just working on various things. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love how that came out. So I think that afternoon I will be working on my YouTube. I'm supposed to go to the dentist that day in the city, and I kept asking the receptionist to go later, you know, to the next week, and she just didn't. So I have plenty of time to call and reschedule, and I know the dentist's wife and I are, you know, we've known each other for years, so I think I should be able to call her and say, hey, I need you to reschedule this. So, and I love this. I think this is beautiful, the insert for that, and I'm going to put that up here because Saturday is church, and it is gold to me. So we have been so busy. We have had to miss so much of it with travel and wedding and illness and whatnot, and that is the goal for the week. That we drive an hour and a half to church. I really, really, really am ready to get back. So here is my Sunday morning or Sunday evening. Enjoy the little things as I will be planning. Double checking my week. I always, on Sunday nights, I used to always plan on Sunday nights, but right now I'm not. So, and I think I really love this box, and I think I'm just going to put it right here. So, Friday night, yeah, I guess I should have a date night with my husband. Yeah, put it there. So, though this is my work planner, I'll put some things in here that will remind me of something sweet and lovely that week. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. And I will come back in with my date stickers and fill in the dates. Because we begin on, I think these are Monday. Yeah, that's what I thought. These are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I don't know if I'll keep it that way, but for right now I will. And I have all these great stickers from Mumby, and I'm going to utilize some of those, even if it isn't for the planner that I planned it for. I have tons of these. I really have tons of these, so it's not a big deal. I have a lot of the Heidi Swap and the Hobby Lobby. So let's see, we begin on the 24th. So I really wish I had my little tweezers, but we will see how these arthritic hands hold up. So yeah, that works out well. 24 and 25. So I hope you guys are getting a glimpse at, these will be my work planners. These will be the ones I will carry in the field. I may or may not continue using stickers, you know, like fun stickers as I carry this one in the field, but we'll see. You know, I honestly believe that we should bloom where we're planted, and you know, make life a little bit, you know, prettier as we can in this world. And I am really happy and thankful to have all these lovely tools, and I am very blessed with those. And so yeah, so I'm going to do a little bit, but not too much, because I want it to look professional. You know, it's kind of in my blood to try to keep things as professional as possible. I'm double checking the calendar on the side over here, right here. Whoops, I have that up the screenshot right here, and make sure that I'm in the right slot, which is weird because this calendar right here is Sunday through Saturday, and then they do the page Monday through Sunday. So that's kind of a, you know, get your brain screwed on. I probably will change the dailies as I go on, and but I'm finishing up April, so we'll see how this goes this week. Yeah, I think that's it. So I will be coming back in with some appointments that I'll be putting in here, and other things that I'll be doing. I know I have to get my funding done by the end of the week. Yeah, Friday here. I may have to come back in and put days of the week. You can see my brain's not totally working with that yet. But yeah, I've got, my funding has to be in here. It's kind of a discounted amount, and so I definitely want to take advantage of that. But yeah, I like this. I'll be getting all the paperwork done probably in the next week in May, but this kind of finishes up kind of this week, or this, yeah, this week that we'll be doing fun things. So let me put this back in. You can see how it will look in the planner. And then I will put my monthly back in for you guys. I am just storing these particular stickers in the back because I really like these. And I do think they're a little bit nicer, you know. And I will use some of my, I found these in the, I found these for $1.50, 10-piece set at Michael's. Yes, Friday, sorry. I'm trying to remember where we're at. But anyways, what day of the week we're on. So anyways, all right, well, so these, if you have not seen the Happy Planner, how easy is this? And especially for someone with arthritis, I know I don't want to carry on a lot about that, but for those of us whose hands maybe don't work as well as they used to,